Okay guys, what we're going to do today is focusing on a new topic called correlation. Now, correlation is related to x and y axis, and it's an activity that should be done outdoor, or try to do it if you have a nice apartment or a house. Okay. Anyway, what do you need to do? Oh, no, ¿qué pasa? Okay guys, the activity of today, you'll need to do it outside or indoor, outdoor, you choose, okay? But you'll need some space and another person. It could be your dad, your mom, or your grandpa. Now, correlation activity. Correlation is made up of co, which means together, and relation, correlation. When two sets of data are strongly linked together, we say that they have a high correlation. For example, your height versus your weight. Normally, when you increase your height, you will increase your weight. Now, however, this is not happening all the time because check below the different types of correlation you can have in science or in math. You can have a perfect correlation, a high positive correlation. That would be more something related to your height versus weight. Maybe when you get taller, you'll get thinner or you'll get fatter. It's pretty difficult to just make it so perfect. Okay, the size of your feet versus your height would be very similar to a perfect positive correlation. Okay, and so on, so on, so on. Now, it could be negative. Imagine if we increase the amount of lions versus the amount of gazelle or antelope that you have. It would be negative, okay? So, here we're going to focus on jumping versus running distance. So, what do you need to do? You need to fill this graph here with some coordinates. How do you get the coordinates? Here on the second page, you have two tables. One for the first person and the second for the second person, which could be your dad, your sister, your brother, or your friend in case. Now, one person will be red dots, which mean here it's going to be full of little red dots, and the second one will be some green dots. If you find out that these red and green dots are have exactly the same distance, should be placed exactly in the same place, just draw one black dot. It's the fusion of both. Now, how do you know your jumping distance versus your running distance? So, imagine this is the floor. You need the origin, okay, where you're gonna finally jump, and on the left side is gonna be your running distance. If you do this with chalk, what we've done a few years ago was just opening a massive meter that you found in basement, these rolling one. Okay, you open it totally, and you already have all the running distance. Be careful, this is 0. Where are you gonna jump? It's 0 centimeter. So here it's every 15 centimeters. So every 15 centimeter, you draw a little line with chalk, okay? Or you try to find another way of doing it. But imagine we need to fill the information here. The jumping distance of that person at 200 centimeters. So if I'm that person, I would place myself at, let's say, this bar, this little line here, this little segment is 200 centimeters. So I'll place myself there and run as fast as I can. Then when I hit the 0 centimeter, I'll jump as far as I can. Imagine I land here. What do I need to do? I need to measure distance from here to there and place that new measurement here in jumping distance. Imagine, I don't know, you jumped 480 centimeters. What do I need to do now with these two numbers? I take my green pencil, and remember, running distance in my graph is the x-axis and the jumping distance is the y-axis. So I memorized 200 and 480, 200, 480. Let's make this dot green. There we go. No shadows. So it was 200, the running distance, and when I jumped I could reach 480, which should be around there. Okay, so you plot all the dots, all the coordinates that you're going to have here for the person 1 and for the person 2. And at the end you should have a lot of dots. Compare all these dots to the type of correlation you'll have. Is it one that is perfect, that produces a perfect straight line? Or is it just like spread all over the place? Okay, so try to find out in the conclusion what should you write. There is a perfect positive correlation, a high positive correlation, a low positive correlation, or so on, so on, so on, so on. Be neat and be careful.